Hey guys, welcome back to Chocolate Covered Pages. I'm Kiona, and today I am going to be doing my review for Tales from the Dell by Elijah R. Freeman. So let's get into it. So Tales from the Dell by Elijah R. Freeman is comprised of 3 short stories, all set in Riverdale, Georgia. There's a saying in Riverdale that goes, sometimes you have to do the wrong thing in order to make stuff right. Well, these characters definitely take that line to heart and they suffer the consequences because of it. I'm actually going to pop a picture here because I can't be holding up this book the whole time. So anyway, so the first story in this collection is called Money Blessings. And in this story, we follow this guy named Rico. He's definitely in the trap. He's doing his thing, but he is not making any real money. And he sees people around him that are also, working with him. They're making all this money. They got nice cars. And he's trying to figure out, like, what is so good about them that they're making all this bread and I'm barely making ends meet. So he ends up going to his friend Duck's house, and Duck actually has these candles in like a little area, kind of like a little shrine, and he's got money underneath it, and he's praying to these candles. And one day Duck takes him to this store so he could pick up some more candles, and he realizes that Duck is into, some whole other stuff. And at first he's like, like, what is this, voodoo? Like, what is going on here? But then after a while, once the guy in the store starts, telling him like, hey, if I give you this pouch with this stuff in it and you just hold on to it, I promise you will see a lot of money. So now he's talking Rico's language pretty much, because Rico is all about the money. And the only catch is only you can touch this pouch. He's the only one that can touch this pouch. If someone else touches the pouch or the pouch opens, you getting some bad juju is coming your way. Like, I can't even tell you what's coming your way, but it's gonna be bad. But if you hold on to this pouch, you're the only one who touches it, you are going to be getting paid. So Rico gets this pouch, and yes, it definitely starts working for him. But at the end of the day, as we all know, all money ain't good money, and things definitely go very bad for Rico. Me personally, and I'll keep it at that because the story is really short, so I don't want to give it away. But what I would say is, I didn't really like Rico as a character, and I just didn't like him like that. Like, he was always kind of like just constantly looking at other people's plate, and instead of like trying to get his own shit going. Like, I don't like people like that in real life. Maybe that's why, but and I think he was purposely written to be unlikable because he was just greedy as hell. Like, you're already doing something illegal, right? You're already doing something illegal, but you want more. You just want more, and you don't care how you get it. So he's over here, he's doing this, and then he's getting involved in other stuff to get money. It's just like, when is it enough? When is it enough? And ladies, if you read this story, you're gonna see exactly why I do not feel sorry for Rico at all. Like, when things go bad for him, I was just sitting back like, okay. I mean, you get what you were supposed to get. At the end of the day, there's no shortcuts in life. For every gain, there is a loss. I love that there was an actual lesson to be learned at the end of this story. So the second story in this collection is called My Dukes. And in this story, we follow this guy named J-Rock. He's a teenager, and he is constantly getting in trouble all the time. And finally, he says something to his mom that really pushes her over the edge, and she kicks his ass out. So he spends the day pretty much trying to pull a few licks with his 2 friends. One of them ends up going very badly, and his friends end up leaving him for dead. I will leave it at that. You can read the story for yourself. I will say that I really enjoyed this story because I just love stories where it just shows just how much we need our moms. Like, moms are very important. They, like, who's gonna have your back like your mom? Who? I understand there are certain cases where moms are like super toxic and whatever, but for the most part, moms are always gonna have your back. So you definitely don't want to give them your ass to kiss. That's what I got from that's what I got from this story. The last story in this collection is called Chill Out, and this one is following this guy named Rel. He is currently in prison. He has been convicted of murder and he is just waiting for his sentencing. While he's waiting, he has a bunkmate named Juvie, who is like this young, reckless kid who's just like, yeah, little knuckleheads. So Juvie is bored and he's just like, Rel, tell me a story, talk my head off, tell me some shit, like, from back in the day when you was out here running these streets and fool line. Okay, cool. At first, Rel is just like, yo, get out of here. Like, I got way more important shit to be thinking about right now than telling you a story. But then after a while, I think Rel realizes that, you know what? This is a young dude. I could probably tell him my story and hopefully it'll change his perspective on life and let him know that, this isn't what you want. You don't want to be in here. So Rel ends up telling him his story, and oh my goodness, Rel's story is just, I love it. I love Rel's story so much. This is one of those stories where I wanted more. I wanted more of Rel. Like, I need a full-on novel just about Rel and his life, before he got convicted of murder. I want that so bad because it was good. Like, it was just good. Like, I read that story in like maybe like 20 minutes. Like, I read it like quickly. I mean, even though it's so short, the author gives us a pretty good snapshot as far as Rel's life and the important things that have transpired and like leading up to him getting put in prison. Because I was wondering, well, who did he murder the whole time? I was like, he don't sound like a murderer to me. But when you read the story, you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, after reading it, I was just like, okay, I get it. From his love interest to his relationships with his friends, like, I felt that story so much. Like, I loved it. The pages are definitely packed with a lot of information about Rel. I definitely think that Rel's story is very captivating, and I would love to get to read some more about him. And I also feel like he might be kind of cute. I don't know why. I just I just like how he was handling himself. I'll put it at that. I like how he was handling himself in so many situations. I was like, all right, I like that, Rel. I like that. So those are the 3 stories that are in this collection, and I will just say as a whole, like, this is like the hood Aesop's Fables. And if you don't know who Aesop's Fables is, definitely look it up. But if you know, like, there is a lesson to be had for pretty much for all of these stories. And I love how the author does that. Like, he gives us the real because we know that this is shit that's really happening in these streets. But he doesn't glamorize the trap lifestyle. He's going to let you know that, okay, if you want to do this, this is what can happen. And I like that, because some urban fiction novels, they will glamorize the lifestyle and have you thinking, you know what, I think I want to be a trap princess. Like, what? In my opinion, the stories get better and better as you continue through the book, which tells me that the author is growing. He's growing as a writer, and honestly, I cannot wait to see what else he comes up with, because that last story definitely had me intrigued. So I definitely want to read some more of his writing. I can't wait to see what else he comes up with. So anyway, this book is also on Kindle Unlimited. I will definitely put the link in the description box for you to check it out. And if you have already read this book, drop down in the comments and let me know what you think, which story was your favorite. I will say that my favorite is definitely Chill Out. Okay, if you haven't figured that out already, but definitely check out this novel. And if you like this book review, you want to see some more book reviews, also let me know what other books you want to hear me talking about on here, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.